Welcome to the Whurthy Services training video series. This is Module 1, the Staff Experience. In this third video, I'm going to walk through Package Upsell. We'll start by activating the Package Upsell feature. This is where we'll introduce one of many features that can be activated or deactivated within Whurthy that really justify our tagline of value made easy. Then we will search openings. Now, when we search openings, we'll be presented with packages for the service we are searching. And finally, we'll select the package and book the service. So I'm picking up where I left off in the profile for this customer. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show a feature that will only be available to super users. There are different levels of security associated with accounts. We have the staff level account, then there are business admins, and then finally there are super users. And super users will typically be business owners, senior leadership, management. So I'm going to scroll down until I find the administration section on the right-hand side. And right towards the bottom here, I've got this link for Whurthy Settings. I'm going to click on that. And so now we're behind the scenes. And as I indicated, only super users are going to be able to access this page and to be able to make changes. I'm going to scroll down in the third card. We can see Whurthy Services is active, yes. And towards the bottom of that section, I can see Offer Package Upsell is currently set to no. The advantage of this and the design decision behind this is that not all businesses are equal in terms of what they like to put in front of their customers. While packages will be covered in more detail in another video in terms of setting them up, if there are no active packages, then packages just won't appear to the customers. Then the next approach is you can create packages, but not put them in front of customers when they're making a booking. A little less intrusive, that may suit the style and business philosophy for some business owners, for example. But this third option of offering the package upsell now puts this in front of customers when they are booking a service. Any related package will be presented to them, and then they can select it and incorporate that into their buying experience. Well, this also applies for staff as well, so that if staff are speaking with customers because a customer might have phoned in, then that package upsell will also be presented to staff as well. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom until I find this Edit Settings button. And then in the form, I'm going to scroll down. There's a lot of different fields and settings in here. We will be covering this in greater detail. So I'm just going to scroll down until I come to the Edit Whurthy Services Settings. And right towards the bottom, we can see an Offer Package Upsell. So we've got no as the default, but I'll just read the field description. And just as a side note, these field descriptions have been designed to be readable yet efficient in word count. When you select yes, Whurthy will present any packages that share the same service as the customer has searched for on the booking page. And just as a note, that also applies to staff as well. Selecting no will mean that packages are not offered on the service booking form. Packages will be available through their own page with either selection. So I'm going to click on yes. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on Update Global Settings. So now the package upsell is active. Now I'm going to resume the staff experience in purchasing this package for a customer. So I'm going to click on Customer Profiles and return to search here. Just type in even just Mitch, M-I-C-H. And there is one profile with M-I-C-H in their first name. So I can click on Michael's profile here. And now I'm going to start this process exactly as I did before. So I'm going to click on the Book Appointment button. And whereas before I searched openings by date and a service, this time I'm going to search openings by date and a groomer and a service. So this is the second approach to searching openings. So I'm going to pick on an arbitrary date here. So I'll just pick on next Saturday, for example, and I'll pick Kerwin, and I will pick the dog's bath and full haircut, and I'll click on openings. You may have noticed one of the subtle features of Whurthy. All of the labels, as well as the services, obviously can be customized. Whilst you customize the services that are offered, when your Whurthy services solution is implemented, we ask for the name of the service providers. So with the previous scenario, it was a hair salon and they were stylists. Well, now they're groomers. So I'm going to now just scroll down to find an opening, because there are 26 openings through the day. But to be clear, because I've selected a particular groomer and a particular service, this now is just showing me every 15 minutes an opening. And I'm just going to scroll down, and perhaps they want to come in at lunchtime. So I'm going to pick 12 p.m. and there's an opening here. And so now we see a very similar setup as we saw before when we clicked that book opening button. We see the booking summary section here, as well as the customer contact details, but there's a new section, prepaid package. Click a checkbox if the customer is interested in a prepaid package. And the package that's being put forward is an 8-pack for this service that I've searched. So the idea behind this, if it's regularly $50, we can see here that it's 7 buy 7 and get 1 free. So I can click the checkbox and I can confirm the booking. And now we'll get to see how Whurthy brings us all together and justifies the tagline of value made easy. So at the top here, we can see this green flash message. And just to be clear, a flash message only appears once. If I click away, if I click on a link or I refresh the browser, that flash message will disappear. So it's designed to flash in front of you so that you receive the notice that is intended, and then it just goes away. But I'm going to now scroll down, and as I do so, I can see in the bottom corner, I've got a notification from my email. I can see that Whurthy has sent me an email, Whurthy task, please review the package payment task assigned to you. We'll be covering prepayment tasks and workflows in another video, but this is just to introduce to you this idea of workflow. And so in the customer booking section, I can see that upcoming bookings has one booking that's booked for 12 o'clock on the date that I selected. But in the packages section, we can now see that there is a package. And so underneath packages, we can see this 45-minute dogs, bath and full haircut package. We can see that it's got 8 credits remaining, but that its status is booked. The row is red, indicating that it's not paid. So at this point, if the customer had phoned in, for example, I would still be on the phone. I can click on the link. And now it takes us into the update pre-package form. And this looks very similar to when we're updating the service booking. The big difference here is that we don't have an attended checkbox. We can see here amount due paid $365.50. So that's the $350 plus tax. And if the customer is paying the amount due, we'll check the checkbox here. And then we still have the option for the customer or staff is canceling this booking. Going to obviously leave that unchecked, but now I can click on update booking. And when it takes me back in, I can see in the customer's profile, the success flash message up the top there. I can scroll down and I can see now that not only has the booking been marked as paid, but also the package is marked as paid, but there's only 7 credits remaining because it's automatically subtracted the credit. Now, it will do that for all of the bookings that have been placed for the same service, but that have not been paid or completed. And so then, as per the last video, when the customer shows up for each service, we can then just click on their upcoming booking, and it takes us into that form where now we can see it's paid, and we could mark that the customer is receiving the service, or they could cancel it. Now, if they cancel the service, that will automatically credit. So I'm going to go ahead and just show that. So I'm going to check on cancel. I'm going to update the booking, and now we can see there are no upcoming bookings. We can now see there are 8 credits remaining. And inside the customer card here, I've got this link for all bookings. So I'm going to click on that. And now we can see that at the top of the page, we've got the package showing with the credits remaining. Then we can see the service booking that we made, its status is canceled, but it's also showing that it was used for that package in the first place. Well, that concludes the review of package upsell. Whurthy, value made easy.